Yeah, this is going to cause a little bit of controversy. What is going on, everyone? I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Ty Smith, not Todd. And I'm about to do a reaction video here. If it's your first time visiting my channel, let me say welcome. Let me also say thank you for checking me out. But if you plan on subscribing to my channel, do yourself a favor and me. Don't do it just yet. Get an idea of who I am, what I'm about, what my beliefs are before you subscribe to me, if you would, please, okay? I really appreciate it if you did it that way. And how do you do that? Go to my channel. Click on the words playlist. When you click on playlist, it's going to bring up a bunch of different video topics you're going to see, a variety of things. Church/God topics, home entertainment videos, marriage, relationship, advice videos, advice to subscribers, fitness, health, comedy. There's a lot of things on there, all right? I want you to do that to get an idea of who I am and what this channel is about before subscribing, if you would, please. And also, if you want to support me in what I do, you can purchase a t-shirt. The link is down there in the description. If you want to donate to the cause and all that and different things that I do, you will see that you can also donate to my Patreon channel, or you can donate to PayPal directly. We're doing great things here. And let's go ahead and go into this next video. How are you guys doing? It's me, Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, getting ready to show you guys another one of those videos where it's like a day in the life of MRM. So I'm getting ready to help somebody that I work with. Actually, he's one of my directors, and his axle is bad on his BMW. So this is just to show you guys another one of his talents that I got as far as like working on cars, and I told you guys all about that in one of my other videos. So anyway, I'm getting ready to do a axle change on his BMW, and you can see it right here in my garage next to that Travelier over there, my 1000 car. But this is his BMW X5 series, and I've already taken the tire off right here, and so I'm getting ready to show you guys. I guess I'm gonna try to set this camera up to where you guys can see the work I'm gonna do. But as you can see, the axle is right there. I'm gonna be replacing that. All right, so right here, I'm gonna show you this busted boot of the axle. As you can see, ton of grease on the different bolts and compartments next to this wheel. See it right there? You can see the grease all spilled out right here. This axle shoe, or boot they call it, one or the other, is completely ripped open. There's the rip right there. So yeah, it's through. A bunch of grinding and popping. Always put a jack stand underneath the car for safety, always. Okay, for this BMW on this axle nut right here is gonna need a 36mm socket. As you can see right here, 36mm. That is the socket that you're gonna need to put over this axle nut right here. See? Fits perfectly. Okay, but it has some tabs right here that you got to pull out that kind of keeps it from coming off. It's just for extra support though, so you just get something like a small pry bar screwdriver, and you should just be able to pry those straight out. Okay, so you're gonna see here I got my impact gun with the 36mm socket on there. Okay, this is just to show you how crazy this nut is. Look at here. Not budging. Look, it's making my light source go out. Woo! I mean, it is just not budging. Man, I don't know. I've never encountered something like that, and man, I hate that. I have everything just ready to go right here. All the Everything undone like it should be. The nuts right there, bolts off, getting ready to be taken out, and man, I don't know, brother. This is crazy. I've never dealt with nothing like this ever. Not seized like this. Okay, so I was telling y'all how this nut, which should be the easiest thing on here to do, is completely seized on there. It is not moving. We tried to break a bar, have my son do it. My impact gun by itself ain't working, so now I'm going to try to heat it up to cause the aluminum to expand a little bit, and that should make it easier to come off, so hopefully that works. Okay, so check this out. I am sitting here torching this thing for 16 minutes. I know you guys are going to see it cut down to a matter of seconds, but yes, this is 16 minutes of me going around this axle nut and making sure that you don't heat up the bearings in there too much in the hub. So what I'm doing is trying to go in a circular motion around this whole axle nut. And the idea behind this is to heat that nut up so much to the point to where it expands off of the threads on the axle. So yes, again, I'm going in circles on that aluminum axle nut, and it's to cause that aluminum nut to expand off of the axle threads. And when it expands off of it, this should make it easy for, it should make it easy for that nut to come off right here. This is just something I had to revert to. I was told to do it this method. If you could not get the nut off, I sprayed penetrating oil in there, let it sit for like 40 minutes, and I sprayed it's PB penetrating oil in there. Oh boy, all right, it's been about 16 minutes. Let's see. Man. It's not even budging. Oh man, breaker bar. See that? Not even budging. Woo! I broke my breaker bar. Yeah, that's showing you how tough this thing is. See that? My breaker bar has been broken. Man. The bar that's supposed to actually break stuff loose is actually broken. That's what I'm saying. This is absolutely a tough one right here. Ah, man. I mean, that one got nothing else. The impact gun. And this is a good gun. The impact gun is not even getting it. So, man. Never had this ever happen in all my time and never doing car axles, so. Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, still doing this. You seen yesterday I was not able to I was not able to break this off. I tried the torch. I had PB penetrating oil, WD-40, and I showed you guys the video of me breaking my breaker bar. So I went and got another one. That was a 24-inch, a little bit more heavy duty right here. And I'm gonna try this method that I was told to do, and it's to put the socket on, and then try it with a jack. So we're gonna see how that goes. So let's see. That seemed kind of like it's not working, but I'm still trying to chip away at it. But here's another method I was told to try, and is you put a jack stand even with the nut, to where you just pretty much have something to spin on right here, and try to put the breaker bar right here and pull. So we'll see how that goes too. That would be great if it breaks. Y'all see him pulling like crazy. Woo! Man. Y'all see my breaker bar bending there? It's just not giving. I'm afraid I'm gonna break another breaker bar here too. Look at that. My legs are off the ground. Showing you that this thing is no joke. This is the nut from hell. I think I'm gonna have to drill it off, man. So, you've seen all that, right? So the next step is I'm gonna just try to take this titanium coated drill right here and try to just drill in on here to go through the nut and get it off of there. Otherwise, that is really the only thing left to do. All right, guys, so, woo! This was the complete nut from hell. All the people on the internet, everybody that had to do a axle nut removal, y'all seen it. I don't think nobody on the internet was tougher than this one. Y'all seen me, I torched it. Y'all seen I stood on it. I put an extension pole on it. And I told you guys that I broke, where is it at? I broke a breaker bar. Look at that. Okay, so what I did, I told you guys I got this titanium drill and I drilled, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I drilled right in here to get it to open. So once I got the drill in there, I cracked it a little bit, and as you can see right here, I'm taking my screwdriver. Let me turn this around for y'all. So right here now, I'm taking my screwdriver to that, okay? And what I'm doing, I'm putting my screwdriver right here, and I'm using the hammer to tap it. And whenever I do tap it, it spins on the axle threads right here. So again, I drilled a hole right in through here, and now I got the screwdriver right here, and I'm tapping it. And as I tap it, the nut is spinning on this. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get that off. I don't want to do nothing that's going to squeeze this metal back on there any harder than what it needs to be on there, if y'all know what I mean. Woohoo! Well, y'all just don't know. Of all the stuff I've ever done on cars, this has to be by far one of the worst things I had to do. By far. Look at that. Psycho nut, psycho nut. Souvenir for me though. I'm keeping this, my trophy. And here is the titanium coated drill bit that I used right here. It's a whole set, but that's the one I used to get the nut off. Just like that. Deadwood or whoever else that are mechanically inclined, you guys probably know what that is. Drill bit set, titanium coated. Okay, so there's both axles, the old axle on the ground, the new axle inside the box right there. Always take them out and check them to make sure that they are compatible. Compare them to each other and make sure it's going to be a proper fitting, because sometimes you can't get the wrong one. Now,
I don't know what it's called because I'm not a super duper uber knowledgeable mechanic, but I just know that spot I'm pointing at, that's where the axle comes out of. You can put a pry bar between the space there and poke it and it'll come right out. Here's the new axle right here. See this? I'm just pushing it into that. I don't know if it's called an axle housing or whatever. I have no idea. I just know how to do it. Okay? And all I'm doing is I'm gonna take the axle, I'm gonna push it in there. You're gonna push it and push it and push it, kind of give it a few push, and it'll kind of make a clicking noise, depending on your strength, okay? All right, here's something that I don't think I like, okay? And it's not what you think. Right here, that's the new axle that I put in. See that? Nice, dark. See all the way down there? Looks brand new. Now, here's the thing though. I just want to check this out for you, Pastor. That right there, if that's a new axle, that axle has been used or it came from a junkyard or something, but I'm just making my own little personal observation, just let you know that that right there definitely looks like an old axle. And I really, really hope that they did put a new one on there, because if not, see, there it is right there. Here's the whole thing. It's not leaking or anything, don't get me wrong, but it definitely is not a new one. It's not new at all. So you got charged, the price that they charge you to put this thing on, you see it, or the rust and everything on there, you got charged the price you got charged. I'm not just gonna say it because it's nobody's business, to get this put on there, and the whole thing is rusted, whatever. But if it works, I guess, but you know what, that might contribute to why we hear some of the bumping noise too, but I ain't gonna say that's it. But I do know you do got a suspension reading coming on your truck. And again, here's the one that I just put in, brand new. All the way, see that? Even that part right there is black. All the way to the edge, black. So I don't know what they did, but I'm just letting you know. All right, so got the axle back in there and those bolts and everything I showed you guys. You just do it all in reverse. But what I wanted to do is draw y'all attention to the nut that was causing all the problems. I put it, there's a new one on here. It comes with it, as you can see. There it is, and that was a culprit of slowing down production the whole time. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just tighten that back on there, make sure everything looks good, and take it back to Pastor Snacker. All right, some of you guys I talked to about this particular axle, Deadwood, one of my mechanical consultants, I talked to you about that, but I'm telling you, hey, that was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't have an outro video, so I figured I'll do it right now, guys. But what I found out, I didn't show you guys. Look, I'm told you, I'm keeping this as a trophy. This is a trophy, okay? If you look real close, right here, see that ring of rust? That right there was seized on there. Not just around the threads, because the inside of the threads got rust on it too, but this back part of this nut, this is the front part where the socket went around, but this right here is the back part, and this rust right there was seized on there as well, you know. So anyway, you guys seen how crazy that was, but I had to do this little outro video. Y'all like, you don't have the same clothes on. I know it wasn't the same day. But what's crazy about this, I kid you guys not. With me, I'm so competitive with certain stuff. I had a hard time sleeping, feeling like I'm about to be defeated by a nut. Seriously, I really did. So anyway, hopefully that was right there to help somebody. It wasn't about the fact of me doing a whole step-by-step of changing the axle out. I wanted to do this just to show you guys how crazy it can be to take the nut off. There's a ton of videos on here that shows you in more detail how to take the axle off. It's really nothing. I mean, it takes some unscrewing some bolts and nuts, psycho nuts from hell, and then using like a pry bar screwdriver just to pop the axle from inside the casing in there. But besides that,
I'm glad I was able to do it for him. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. I hope you guys all have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys in great health. God bless you all in Jesus' name.